our fourth chapter, we are going to discuss the MFIs or microfinancial institutions and what are the work that they do. So in this chapter, we will be taking an in-depth understanding of the reason why microfinances came up on the first hand, what are the challenges that were existing before the microfinance came up, or as we can say, that to what problems are the microfinances acting as a solution to. Along with this, how this thing entire works, how people gets affected, and how it can be acted or it can be used as a very effective tool as a mode of poverty alleviation. Therefore, with this, we are going into the fourth chapter of our, in which entails about microfinances. In the next chapter, we are looking into microfinance and its different functionings and how it helps poor and the application of microfinance in poverty alleviation. Now, if we look into the first slide, we find that different ways of financial service could help poor and underprivileged in these ways. Number one being reducing poverty, enabling poor people in building assets, increasing income, reduction in their vulnerability towards economic stress, invest in enterprises, better nutrition, improved living condition, improved education and health of the children. Now each and every point, if you see, has a social impact of the financial services. Microfinance tend not just to ensure that the person is able to earn livelihood, but the major goal of microfinance is to ensure that the poor are able to come out of the poverty. That is, it is an effective tool which has been used continuously by the government as well as private agencies as facilitating role for eradication of poverty. Now once the eradication of poverty happens, automatically increase in income starts. The poor people get the money to build their own assets on which they can bank on, and it leads to reduction in their vulnerabilities toward economic stress. In one way, it is trying to clear out the economic problems of the people, especially the poor, underprivileged people belonging to the rural areas, and in the process of so are ensuring that they are able to climb out of the economic distress. Now, once a person is able to build assets for himself through microfinance, he will be then next in a position to invest in enterprises. That is now, it's not just about eradication of poverty, but rather along with that building up for jobs also and building up for different livelihood activities. Followed by, if you have money, if you are able to build assets, if you are able to bank on savings, if you are able to get returns on your livelihood incomes, that livelihood activities and incomes that you are doing, with that respect, if you look at it, you will be able to have better nutrition. Your entire living standards would improve. And moreover, the next generation, the hardship has to be done for one generation who will be going into the microfinance. They will be borrowing money, carrying out different activities, business activities, or will take institutional help for building up of assets. And once that is done, the next generation would get the full advantage of it. That is to say, from the next generation, the health would increase, improvement in education would happen, and there will be an overall socio-economic impact. Therefore, financial services through microfinance has been one of the most effective ways of poverty alleviation and has turned out to be one of the best tools or agents for carrying out of social development in rural areas.